Despite the tone used in the thumbnail, I love Animal Crossing. Heck, I've been playing the series for almost 22 years, since population growing on the GameCube in 2002. I've poured hours upon hours into each installment, loving all the improvements and new mechanics each game added. My favorite being when Wild World added the feature of being able to change our hair and not wear that ugly pointy hat anymore. Then of course with New Horizons, it's as if the floodgates were opened with possibilities beyond our wildest dreams. Now that we could decorate the town, or island, change our villager homes, and more. But here's the problem. With each new mechanic added comes new criticisms. It makes sense, it's new, and the developers haven't had a chance to really fine-tune how it works. They have to wait for the feedback of the players and be able to experiment themselves in future games. I mentioned being able to change our hair in Wild World. Well, us old-timers remember how for a long time you had to answer a series of odd questions to get a hairstyle and color. You basically had to memorize the outcome of each set of questions or Google it. So yay, we could do our hair, but at a weird cost, and it was annoying. But by New Horizons, they finally fixed this by allowing us to simply choose when looking in a mirror. Thank goodness. Arguably, New Horizons had the biggest upgrade from its predecessor of the entire series. This means it also had the biggest amount of critiques and criticisms and flat-out flaws. New Horizons had a ton of new mechanics that are not polished. And also, certain things that maybe didn't used to bother us, now do because of how streamlined other areas of the game are. Like I said, of course I love the game, I've put over 1,500 hours into it, but I won't shy away from speaking about the flaws. In fact, I've done this many times in past videos, but this one is a little different. I have created a massive list of everything I think needs to change or be fixed moving forward. Bear with me, I tried to categorize these to make the list smoother, but I also won't be dedicating a whole paragraph or even more than a sentence for every single one. Many are self-explanatory. Finally, as much as I tried to make this a comprehensive list, taking copious notes each time I play a little of the game, I'm sure I missed some things. Heck, some of these are going to be highly subjective too, so let me know in the comments some of the things you'd like to see the developers fix or simply change in future installments. Crafting. Crafting was a feature I was skeptical about at first, but now am grateful for. However, it is the peak example of a new mechanic needing serious polishing. Most of these are self-evident. Bulk crafting and bulk customizing. I think it's pretty simple to have the game recognize if we have the materials and space needed to do things in bulk. Easy fix. Allow us to craft and customize at the same time. Golden tools should not break. They didn't before and they ought not to now. Maybe just make it more difficult to obtain the recipe or materials needed, but once we craft it, we keep it. End of story. Obtaining recipes. I understand which ones we find are linked to the villagers we have, but that's kind of dumb. I shouldn't get repeats till I have all of them. How can I have been playing this long and still not have all the recipes? It's ridiculous. There's gotta be a better way to get new recipes. Sure, it can be kind of nice to take your extras and give them to people who haven't found them yet, but the repeats happen way more often than they ought to. Shopping. While crafting is the name of the game nowadays, shopping is still a huge part of our experience, and here's what they could do to fix it up. Bulk shopping, as in more than 5 at a time. The best way to do this is insert an add to cart feature, especially at the Able sisters, goodness gracious. I just want to buy every color of this dress. I shouldn't have to keep walking in and out of the dressing room to make that happen, you know? Bring back the debit card from City Folk. Bring back old clothing in addition to the new. Let us say who the design we made is for, like we could in older games. As in, is it more boyish or girlish? And add a seasonal feature. Is it for summer, winter? You get the picture. Bring back the Nook Store upgrades and then some. Shampoodle needs to return and with custom hairstyles. I'm glad we got Harriet back and all, but much like with other special characters, she got gypped, so the entirety of her salon needs to return. Frankly, we need more hairstyles in general. They were good in New Horizons, but we need more. Allow us to be able to customize our drink from the roost, and add the option of getting tea or hot chocolate. This could also be turned into a fun minigame, but ideally better than the weird one we got in New Leaf. Don't limit what items appear to what kind of villagers we have. What if all of my favorite villagers are snooty ones? Why should that change the stuff I can get? Okay, I do see the logic, right? They're selling based on the townspeople, but stop it. Let me have my illogical, cozy gaming fun. Home decorating. With Happy Home Designer and then the DLC Happy Home Paradise, decorating our homes and our villagers' homes got immensely better. But let's not stop there. Bring back old furniture sets in addition to the new. Allow us to have the same exterior options as the villagers. I mean, this just isn't fair. We have like 4 options that are totally different from theirs. What gives? Allow us to design villager homes like we do ours in Happy Home Paradise. Bigger main room, add a second floor. Who cares if the outside isn't big enough to accommodate the large interior? It's a game. Allow roommates, thus double the villagers. Give us room size options and pick which rooms we want to add first in our own home. The layout of our house is okay, but I miss all the large rooms of previous games. At the very least, let us choose. I may not want a back room, just a side room and a second floor, you know? Finally, allow us to place furniture diagonally and in smaller squares. Some items look like they could be right next to each other and for some reason can't because of the layout of the system, and that needs to change. Our island and town. My personal favorite upgrade in this game was being able to decorate and customize our island. But here are some of the areas where it needs polishing. We should be able to ride around on scooters, add the option of roller skates, our bicycles, anything like that. The land might need to be bigger to accommodate this, but it should definitely happen. We should be able to decorate our island the way we do the outside in Happy Home Paradise. This one path square at a time thing has got to go. Go faster, I mean. Allow us to add sounds to the custom paths. I love the way the different built-in paths sound when you walk on them with certain shoes. I don't like how my custom stone path sounds squishy. Add functional gates for fences. Bring back other fruits and add new ones. Be able to move the residence center and change the path around it. Customize the look of the buildings, airport, plane, etc. We don't need to go crazy, but allow just as much as we could do with the Happy Home Paradise buildings, if not a little more. Let us put the boats in the water and ride around in them in the ocean, fish from them even. I want to be able to build homes for the special NPCs of our island. That means the land needs to be bigger, and I would love that. I mean, where does Isabel live? The residence center? I don't think so. Villagers and special characters. I feel like our interactions with the NPCs has been dumbed down over the years, so here are some ways I believe it could be improved. Way more variety in dialogue, more personality variety too. Gracie Grace and her store, especially with the Nook upgrades like in New Leaf, need to return. More special characters in general. Bring back all the old special characters, and I do mean all in a meaningful way. No gypping them like they did Cap'n and Harriet. I mean, come on, once you get all the hairstyles or you go to that gyroid island a few times, they're both completely useless. The only time I ride around in Cap'n's boat is to hear his sea shanty, and who cares about that unless you've been playing Animal Crossing for a long time? Did you know Cap'n has an entire family, and in New Leaf there was all these mini games and really fun things you could do? Yeah, seriously gypped. Bring back Booker and Copper with the Lost and Found and the police station. Bring back all of our postal service workers and so much more. No more 24/7 shifts for Nook and Isabel. Give us other characters, much like with the postal service in old games where there was a day shift worker and a night shift worker, to run those areas. That way, if we design their homes, we could visit Isabel at her house or Nook at his house. That could be fun. Villager outfits by season. In other words, let us pick similar to how we could in Pocket Camp. I don't mean that we constantly pick out what they're wearing. I like when they pick it themselves. But as an example, let's say I give Goldie a sweater. She should be able to say, "Thank you so much. When do you see me wearing this?" And we can answer back, "Oh, for winter." So she'll only wear it when it's winter. I'm tired of seeing Goldie wearing a sundress in the winter, simply because I gifted it to her. Bring back being able to ask villagers if they need help. I loved doing those little tasks to earn different items in the original game. It was so cute and fun. And the last one for this category is allow us to lock the doors. I can't tell you how annoying it is for me to be doing a simple thing in my house and then suddenly some villager walks in and I have to wait for them to leave. I know it's just cute anthropomorphic animals, but I should be locking my door. This is a safety concern. Other. Obviously, this is where I put things I didn't know how to categorize, so here we go. Bring back old gyroids in addition to the new ones. Allow us to skip tutorials. You know, like when we add another human villager but we've already played. I understand still needing to earn the features, I'm not saying to nix that, but do I have to sit through all of the unnecessary dialogue? Be able to grab multiple gifts from multiple letters at one time. Be able to bulk delete letters. More storage all around. Give us a real city. Not Harv's Island. Make it 10 times better than the one we got in City Folk. Bring back old minigames, add new ones, and just in general things to do off the island. You know, like visit the city and go do odd jobs. And finally, no more island. I want a town again. Believe me, I understood the premise of why it was an island in New Horizons, but I'm ready to do a town again. So there's my list of over 40 ways the next Animal Crossing could be way better. As I mentioned, as much as I tried to make this a comprehensive list, I'm sure I'll find something else to fix literally the very next time I play. So please comment below other things you think might be a good idea, or if you liked any of the ideas listed in this video. They were not all mine, a few of them Geek Mom came up with. And if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel to be a part of the geekdom. I talk about Animal Crossing, Zelda, Hunger Games, I stream a couple days a week, we can even game together on Sunday nights with games like Mario Kart and Jackbox Party. I'm also gonna link this update video right here cause it's a bit important, I think. On that note, so many thanks to those who have helped through your prayers and donations since dropping that video. It means more than you'll ever know. And finally, a massive thank you to all of my patrons whose monthly gifts help keep the channel running. And a special thanks to my newest patrons, Eilish, Lydia, and Rito Gamer. And finally, I need to give huge recognition to all of my champions in the Hylian Knight tier. Joking Batman, Geek Mom, Lorulian Sheep, McToppler, Massimo, Quaris, and Rito Gamer. Y'all are amazing. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.